Now we're getting things together. So you guys are actually my first show coming off my little hiatus. So the people been waiting.
Oh shit! Oh,
I appreciate it, good brother.
Hey, man, of course, man. Had to do it with some good energy. Boom, Jonnae's pulling up right now. Then we're gonna
Illa J, salute, brother. I never met you, but a big fan, my guy. Salute.
Oh, yo, man, for sure, man. Salute, bro, for sure, man.
Hi.
All right. So, what's up, Jonnae?
What's up?
What up?
Chilling.
Oh, we all matching.
Right, blacked out.
Very military.
We got people pulling in already. What's up, everybody? Stephen O'Con, CW. What's going on? Cocoa Puff. Blaine, Hippie Goes. What's up, everybody? It's good to see you. Be back. As y'all come in, hit that like button for your boy. We're gonna get started in just 1 minute. We're waiting on Tony Baker, per usual. Okay, always late. Have to change his name.
What you sipping on?
Oh, I'm drinking this Tullamore Dew. It's whiskey.
Oh yeah, I know you're a whiskey guy.
I am. What's going on with you? What you drinking on?
So I needed a little coffee, but I got some Espolòn tequila and coconut water.
Oh shit!
For later,
tequila and the coconut water.
You know, a little hydration mixed with the lituation. It's quite a balance.
I feel like that nigga sitting at the bar with the water bottle, looking stupid as hell. Everybody drinking and shit. Like, oh, this nigga got water and shit. Like,
man, it'd be the one person across the bar like, he broke his hell. He drinking that water at the bar.
At the end of the night, you're the most valuable because we're gonna need that water.
That's a fact. Hey, yo, the first time I had Tullamore Dew was in a dirty ass Irish bar in Paris. That sounds like a flex, but that's the most roaches I ever seen in a bar or anywhere in my life. And I'm from West Philly, so I don't even know. Even though I like Tullamore Dew, I don't know how, because I was drinking that shit with a bunch of roaches around.
Hey, man.
Oh shit.
It didn't make the whiskey any less smooth. You understand me?
Good. I was like, this shit is good as hell. Y'all need to clean this place up.
Well, listen, we just gonna get into introductions to Tony. Get here. I'm gonna text him. As soon as I text him, he gonna pop up. Watch. That's how it always works. With Tony Baker. Late. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Zooming with the Homies, man. We are in the new crib. I will give y'all a tour, but a lot of y'all already seen it. Records to the left of me. You see the art behind me. The homie Blue the Great did that piece, and then that piece right there, and that picture of Anderson was done by another artist. But I love that piece right there. I think it was a Father's Day picture. So super excited to get into it, man. We have a lot of new people. A lot of new people on the show. Super excited about it as well. And let's just kick it off, man. This is one of my dogs, bro. When I was living in Atlanta, working for this company called GTM, I was a tool manager for Truth. And before that, I was a marketer for Truth. I met him through a lot of good people. And from there, man, the relationship and friendship just grew. Brother, this brother travels everywhere. When I tell you, that's literally his slogan, Sean Falyon, be everywhere. And he is not kidding about that. You'll talk to him one day, he'll be in Atlanta, then he'll be out in LA. And then you'll look up and he's in Paris doing something random as hell. So, ladies and gentlemen, an extraordinary rapper, amazing DJ, producer, and just, I don't know, socialite, I guess. This is Sean Falyon is on the show. What's up, Sean? How you doing, brother?
What's up, man? How y'all doing? I appreciate the opportunity to be here with these great people. And, you know, not be staring at my living room walls because I'm still in this pandemic shit.
It's still real out here, bro. It's still real out here. Yeah. Next up, we have another great friend of mine, amazing comedian, phenomenal singer, entertainer, writer, just all around amazing person, ladies and gentlemen. Her skin is glowing like the now under the moonlit sky. We have Miss Jonnae Thompson in the building. What's up, lady? How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm similar to Sean. It just feels good to see other beings, you know, because it's real out here, in here.
It really is.
Right.
Yeah.
In here.
Yeah.
Real in here.
It's real in here because you are in the house.
Yeah, I'm like, tired of me.
I get it. I get it completely. Well, man, I'm super excited, excuse me, to have you here, Jonnae. We're gonna get it going. Shut up, Tony. I'm sick of you.
Tony's starting already.
He can't say nothing because he's late. I'm sick of Tony being late. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, moving on. Shout out to whoever told me I spelled homies wrong. I spelled it wrong in the invite on Zoom, but I got it together now. Appreciate you though. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, just met this brother. Literally haven't really actually met. This is our first time seeing each other. We just talked via Instagram. He loves the movement that we're doing with ADD, man, and I'm a fan of his work. For those that don't know, he has a couple projects out. Home, which was the first project I got hip to him from. Dropped in 2017. The song Sam Cooke was like just soulful as hell. He had another project came out in 2018. I think it was called Johnny Yancy. And he is the younger brother of the amazing producer Jay Dilla. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. We have phenomenal rapper, producer, beat maker, Illa J in the building. What's up, good brother?
Yo, salute, man. What's up, y'all?
Hey, man, just glad to have you here, man.
Man, feeling good in this AC, bro. That's where it's at right now, man.
Hey, I already know, man. I already know. I'm still getting used to central air. I don't know how to act with it. I've been playing with it all day because I got the Nest system, so I just turn it out. I'm always leery of spending too much money on the air, so I'm like turning it down constantly. Like, it's been running for an hour. Let me turn this shit down and start sweating. I'm like, bad idea. I don't know what to do. I don't know what I'm doing.
My Nest be like 78, then it be 69, then it be like,
bro, I'm all over the place
right now.
All over the place. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, you guys know him. He's no stranger to anybody. One of the funniest comedians I've ever seen in my life. Very good friend. Always tardy to the party, but when he comes, he makes an entrance. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Mr. Tony Baker in the building. What's up, Tony?
What's happening, y'all? Everybody? You know what I'm saying?
Yo, what up, though?
I'm always on time, man. I'm like Ja Rule and Ashanti, man. I'm always on time.
No, you're not, Tony.
I'm there when you call, and I'm always on time. No, nobody, nothing.
Hot crickets, you understand? The crickets are sweating.
I'm always on time.
I'm sick of you, Tony Baker.
I was in the studio when they wrote that song. It was like, you know what? You always on time. And the Ashanti was like, yeah, you be on time. And then they were like, bam.
Oh, shit.
That's how the magic happens.
That's where the magic happened, man. That's where the song originated. Tony is always on time.
You just lie with your lying ass mouth. You know that?
Yeah. What talking about?
Yeah.
Right on time. I came in here right on time.
Well, why was he so smooth with the story? Like it happened.
Yeah. He was in the studio, man. It was Ja Rule was there, Cadillac Ty, Ashanti was there, Herb was there, Bobby Brown was there for no reason.
Bobby Brown was in the corner just.
Yeah, he was waiting for the song they was gonna do, but I came in on time. And they was like,
that extra
shit.
Bobby Brown just kept coming in the studio, and I know you're getting bored. Chilling with me.
They were so excited about that track in the beginning of the video. We was dying.
We're making movies over here.
This is what we building here. Classic shit. And everybody else was like, all right.
I feel like it looked like they were on the top of that globe at Disney World. It looked like they were on top of that.
Wasn't they on a helipad? They was on a helipad. Wasn't they?
They sent him in on the helicopter. They was like, all we need is a stage, guys. Yeah. They was
Bobby
excited.
Hopped out the helicopter trying to get his jacket off. He was
Hey, low key, I thought Tony was. Ja Rule was about to bring it back. I thought that was gonna be it. Because it was a nice little banger, but then it just faded so fast. And then I saw the tide turning, and everybody's like, yo, this song is stupid. I was like,
you gotta back off. You gotta.
I still liked it though. Low key, I still liked it.
Hey man, Ja Rule had bangers. Everybody noticed. He still got records that can play to this day.
I feel like it's always those joints though. Like it's joints you like when you was younger, and then you listen and now like, damn, that shit corny as hell. It's like I can't believe I ever liked this joint. Like it's crazy. You know what I mean?
Listen, I'm gonna speak to that real quick as I say this one quick. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. New episode of Zooming with the Homies, man. We're about to kick it off. As y'all know, this is not behind the paywall. Thank you to everybody that has joined my Patreon. As I stated in all the instructions, this will not be on my Patreon. If I do some spinoffs like Zooming After Dark or Drinking Without Zooming or something like that, that might be there, but this will always be for free for the people. I love y'all. I appreciate you. Thank you for all the well wishes. As always, because this isn't behind the paywall, all I ask is that you take care of my guests. Everybody here is a touring act or a performing act. So right now, while we can't do what we love to do and make income, all I ask is that you bless them with a little something. So at this time, I'm going to ask all my guests to change your name to your Cash App name, so that people can bless you with a little something throughout the evening. And just thank you for your time and your efforts and your energy. So go ahead and do that. If you need help with it, I can do it for you. Just let me know.
I'm surprised that I figured this out.
Look at you. Look at you.
I'm surprised, yo. I was happy as shit just now. Like, oh, nigga.
I did it.
Like I did this.
We know.
What you were just talking about, man. I was not listening to, but I actually turned this into a joke about how I used to rap Corrupt's lyrics on Ain't No Fun That the Homies Can't Have None, and how it came off like, goddamn me, like he was teaching the class, like the way he went about. Now, if Corrupt gave a fuck about a bitch, I'd always be broke. I'd never had no motherfucking endo to smoke. I stayed low-key loony. Exactly. It just was like, it was perfect, bro. Like, that's one of those verses that I always think back was like, bro, those words just really came together like they were supposed to be paired together for that verse. It was amazing. One of my favorite verses, but highly disrespectful.
So Snoop says, and is that the same song where Snoop is like, speaking of hoes, I get to the point? That's the same.
No. That's a different song. You think it's got a bomb because I rolled you?
So listen, I'm still waiting for him to get to the point though. Like he never got to the point. Straight as the weed. I was confused. I was like,
well, that was the point. He was like, listen. He said, listen, I don't want you thinking that you got some fire coochie.
And shout out to Snoop, but damn.
I rolled you a joint. Shawty, I rolled everybody joints.
Oh, okay, that was the point. Oh.
That was the point. I rolled everybody
and I'm the big dog. I'll scratch you off my balls with my motherfucking paw.
Yo, listen, I was today minutes old when I figured that out. Thank you. Thank you all so much. And Snoop is amazing, man.
It's crazy to think we in a time where you can't just be rolling everybody joints and shit. It's like the rotation is now your own rotation. It's like, yo, I roll my shit, you roll your shit.
Yeah, it's unsanitary. I've always looked at smokers, and I be seeing the people roll. They be like, licking. I be like, y'all hearing this? I've never been into that. I've been like, I'm good.
That's like, all that. It's fine.
They be licking it. Just be, what if they made your egg rolls like that? You still giving your egg rolls? Egg rolls. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You're not eating those egg rolls.
Hell no. Hey, I smoked some shit yesterday, man. After the way I was feeling, I think somebody else smoked it too. I don't know. Because I woke up this morning like, what the fuck was that? Like, look at my eyes. My eyes still feel it.
Oh, shit. That was some Atlanta weed, or you had that one flown in?
Man, listen, it was a all right. So somebody had a party at their house, right? It was for their wife or whatever, and they gave us like goodie bags with like edibles and whatnot. I don't rock with edibles whatsoever. Matter of fact, you was with me when I had my first edible, Tahir, when we was on the bus going to Baltimore. For Art Beats and Lyrics. I slept so hard, and everybody got footage of me snoring with my mouth open. It was bad. But yeah, whatever I smoked yesterday, I was like, all right, I'm cool. I'm gonna go back to my whiskey.
That's it. I never was a smoker, not really my thing. Yeah. I've tried edibles before, but I don't like how it comes on unwarranted. Like you can't plan your day around an edible. Like it'll take control of what. You gonna go to the DMV, but you got to be there on the. Okay, cool. And I'm fucking all of that up. You got to pick your kids up. Oh, you got to be on time because it's the 4th time. You can't be
What
late.
kids? You ain't got no kids right now.
Fucking all of that up. Fuck your kids. You be like, nigga, what happened?
Yeah.
I don't mess with that. I don't like the highs that you can't predict. That's why I drink. Like I know how much I can handle. I can feel it. Like, okay, I need to pull back a little bit. Let me start sipping instead of drinking. With high, especially like if you from another city, you come to LA and you smoke LA weed. Yeah, you can't like just count that day as an L. You ain't doing nothing else for real. You're not doing nothing else.
LA weed, like I told my homie one time, he kept passing me blunt. I was like, I'm high already. Stop. He's like,
you don't need that.
Hey man, this is what we do out here. I said, I'm cool.
Listen, Tony, I told you the story. I always tell people about the story that I had when I was smoking weed with Snoop. Jonnae can finally vouch for me on this story. Jonnae, remember the weed event that comedy? What was it? It was a comedy show. It was on La Cienega, and it was a weed thing. And you invited me out, and I had to leave because I was too high.
You know what? I was probably so high. I'm like, look, what is a La Cienega? Look, if it is any story, and if it was any type of weed event, 420 related, chances are I don't remember everything about it. I'm one of those. I forget stuff in general, and the weed does not help. But I'm not gonna stop. I have enough memories. Who needs new ones?
It's funny, when I was younger, like weed used to stink so much. I was like, oh, that smell, like the weed. And now it's just like, oh, it's like so much different now. But it's like as a kid, it's like
it's good. It's good.
I can't do it. That's why I can't smoke weed. Like I have a little vape or something, vape pen, but I can't do like the straight weed. I don't like the smell in my clothes, man. I gotta admit it. I just don't like it. It still stinks to me. Like it really stinks. And I get it. Like there's a lot of stuff that stinks. But, tastes good or feel good. Oregano, sage. Both of them stink until you put it in fire right here.
Sage smell musty, man. I don't.
Yeah, we do too.
I like
depending on the
like. I'll be watching people burn sage on IG, but then I'll be like, but you musty already. So what that smell like in your house?
I don't like the smell of sage, man.
Yeah, it smell musty.
It smells like it definitely has a scent that I tend to tell Farron. I'm like, man, we gotta burn. Like we moved in the apartment and we burnt sage, opened up the windows, let it go. And I just was like, she was like, you ready to sage the apartment? I was like, yeah, let's get it smelling like warm vagina in here.
It smelled like somebody. It smelled like somebody musty and put some cologne on.
Like that.
Yeah, it's like the musty coverage. That's what it smells like.
Musty as hell, but I'm gonna put some deodorant on under.
Yeah.
Now it's musty with deodorant.
They just like the nigga in the party that smell like a hoagie, but nobody want to tell him.
What'd you say, Jonnae?
Your spirit not gonna be musty though, so it's worth it.
Right.
Would you rather have a musty spirit or musty pit? What would you rather?
But see, he did the right thing. Open the windows though. Like some people just smell like they ain't never opened a window in their apartment after they saged it. So it's
gotta open that window. That's essential. If you don't open that window, your house gonna smell like that for a week. Like you literally have to open the window and let it do what it do.
Yeah, sage get the demons out because the demons don't like their smell. So you gotta have a window open so they can step outside. Yep, that's
They're just gonna be running around.
I researched that.
They open the sliding door to step out, smoke a cigarette. Like, it still smells like that. I'll tell you in a couple of days.
Demons be smoking Newport 100s on your patio. Nigga got that sage burning in there.
Yeah.
Get him out of here.
Illa J, man, what you been doing to buy the time during this quarantine, man?
Man, just staying busy as far as like just being creative, honestly. Like honestly, I was traveling a lot the last few years. So for me, it was like a really good time to honestly take a break. Cause like a lot of times when I'm on tour, I'll get home and I want to like get creative and stuff like that. But then I have like a week and then I'm like back on the road. So it's like, I'll get some momentum going, start to learn some new shit, work on some new shit. And then that whole momentum is cut off because I'm back on the road. So I just end up like working on my show all the time. But like, it's actually dope now because I'm able to work on so much new stuff. And real talk, man, so salute to comics, man, because like I grew up around a lot of comics. So like how y'all work on material, people don't understand, It's like at least me coming up around comics, like you working on your set all day, nigga. We at the table, we at lunch, at the restaurant, niggas working on the set, nigga. So it's just like, man, it's like it gave me so much respect for how y'all work on y'all craft, and the fact that you're on stage with no like I got music, I got, you know what I mean? I got background music, you know what I mean? I can come in, I can set the mood and all that. It's like you and the mic, you either funny or you not.
Yeah. It's hella real, man. I know all Tony and Jonnae can both attest to that, because it is a completely different art form, and it's definitely appreciated when other people take notice of that and appreciate that as well. Jonnae is an amazing comedian, but she's also a singer as well. She used to do this Jill Scott joke, and it was phenomenal. Jill Scott joke. Tony, shut your lame ass.
Jill Scott?
You know, he perk up when he hear Jill.
Jill Scott? No, I perk up when I hear a fumble from here. Jill Scott?
I corrected myself before you caught me, Tony. Leave me alone, bro. But she had this funny, amazing Jill Scott joke, and I love when comics are able to blend two arts like singing and comedy, or comedy and playing an instrument. I think that's so dope. I played a tenor sax, so there's no way that I could really like go to work with a tenor sax
alto
on the stage. Oh, okay, all right then, play Bach.
I played the trumpet.
You did not play the trumpet.
I was supposed to be like, what?
You know that trumpet solo on Illmatic on Life's a Bitch? That was me.
That was you just lied. Tony is the biggest liar I know. I've never
I cried to that trumpet solo, dog. I cried to that trumpet solo.
That's that. Thank you, man.
You know what's funny?
Appreciate it, man.
You know what's funny though? It's funny. I know you're joking, but it's like it's always like it's always a nigga like say everybody talking like about some shit, and like we really have full experiences, we pros and shit. It's always like a nigga like, yeah, you know, me too, nigga. And you know that nigga ain't do none of that shit. You know, there's always one nigga.
Like, trying to fit in. Like,
come on, man.
I heard trumpets where I grew up, because trumpets they just try to get in any way they can. But I really played the trumpet on Illmatic.
Oh.
See it all the way through.
Yeah, man. I was young in the game, man. I had the trumpet, and they was like, Nas was like, hey, yo, can you do like a horn solo for this song? I was like, yeah, let me get the track. He played it, and I just laid it down real quick.
Hey, man.
That was the last time I played the trumpet. That was the last time.
It was
that was the first and
monumental
time. And the last time?
No, that was like probably the third time. And because I had been kicking it with Miles Davis.
All right.
So,
wait a minute.
And then
I was gonna leave.
Come in.
I paid rent. I gotta stay.
Hold up, wait, bro. You jumped from Nas to Miles Davis.
I was just a fly on the wall hanging with Miles. You know what I'm saying? And then I was pretty much just doing my own thing in the corner.
Hey, man.
Yeah. And then they felt the spirit in the studio. And then that same studio where I did the trumpet, that's where we did Always on Time with Ja Rule.
Yo, man, I'm gonna take my blood pressure medicine, man. Y'all wild. As I reach for the whiskey.
All right. What Jonnae, you've been singing all your life, or I know your dad was in the church.
Yeah.
Did you grow up in the church singing, or how did you blend the two?
Absolutely. So I grew up small church, so we were the choir, our family. We did not have a choice. It's like, well, so like, you're gonna be a soprano until the age of 4. Your voice start changing. Now you can be an alto. That but I would say the church for me was the foundation for it. Not even just singing, but even comedy. I spent a lot of time doing my first writing there. Just a lot of observation, which is a huge part of stand-up comedy. I think more than even getting on stage, most of us are working in our brains 24/7, just seeing the humor in ordinary things. So for me, that's where it started. Whole family pretty much in on the music. I come from a family full of funny people. Mom's is hilarious. I grew up in it. Grew up with public speakers and just outgoing people. So that's where it started for me. And then once I got to college, I started doing a little bit of singing, like backgrounds, but also signing up for things like open mics, That's when I started getting really into the neo soul movement and all of that jazz. Started finding my own voice and own niche. Because I used to be one of those singers who I felt like if I was doing a cover, I had to do it exactly like the artist. Like, oh, she said, oh, so I got to do, oh, you know what I mean? Very, very corny. But the more I would say, the more I even just grew in my comedy, just that online, I'm not online, on stage presence and all that, it kind of all started to come together. My style of singing, you can hear a lot of improvisation in that. Huh?
No, I was listening. I said,
Oh, that's that church. Yeah. That's that church.
Yeah, you know, well. Look.
Listen, I would tell y'all this story. Jonnae's dad opened a club, right, on the way to San Diego, and it was like a club for real, but they didn't serve any drinks because he was still a pastor. So it was really just a hangout, and she booked me, Clayton, and a couple other people to do a show at this club where we couldn't curse and couldn't get no drinks, but it wasn't a church crowd. That's what they wanted to listen. This ain't a church crowd, okay? But you can't curse, and it ain't no drinks. But it ain't a church crowd.
I feel like that I probably had drinks in my bag though. I feel like I always had something going on in the back where your cup at. That little. It was called the upper room. My dad started that.
Literally was called the upper room,
Sean. Jesus, entrepreneur. It was like, this is gonna work, you know.
That was smart. John, you've been rapping for how long? You're originally from Philadelphia.
I was born in Reading, Pennsylvania. I moved to Philly when I was like 3, and I've been in Philly, and I moved up. I grew up in West Philly, so
West Philly, and then
same high school as Will Chamberlain and Will Smith. Yeah. So
okay then. Is this when you moved to Atlanta?
I moved to Atlanta in 2004. I've been here 16 years, but I started rapping when I was like 13. So it was like, you know, it was some cats around my way that was like really rapping and dope. So I was just like, I want to do that. And then my best friend was DJing. So I was like, well, I'm gonna rap because I don't want to buy no equipment, but I was still buying records with him and all that stuff. But I just kept rapping, and you know, I didn't get super successful with it, but you know,
but you toured. You did what you love. You toured. You had fun. You made some money. I'm sure you saw some women because I know Sean Falyon.
Yeah, you know, I mean, you know, I'm a monk, you know, so you know, I prayed a lot and you know, in legitimate spots. So yeah, you know. No, but I did the indie route and did a lot of like, I've seen the world, man. You know, it's funny because you were talking about like with the pandemic and like, and Illa was talking about how comics are, like I use you as like a platform for everybody to watch as far as like comedians that I know. Cause like when all this shit happened, people was like, man, you can't tell jokes into a camera. Like, that's crazy. I'm like, nigga, I'm on this motherfucker DJing for nobody in front of my face. Like, and I'm, you know, talk like you bugging, you know what I'm saying? But I did the whole indie grind and just jumped out there and did the shit on my own, man. Like, you know, I always figured, well, why try to get booked through this person when I can set the whole damn show up, get paid, like I'm the person that set the show up and still rap for the people. And that, shout out to my homies in, you know, Vandalism and all that in the Force of St. Louis that got me out there multiple times at the not DJ, the rap. And, you know, I've been to Chicago, Detroit with Bone Crusher, you know what I'm saying? I just on my grind, man. You know what I'm saying?
I love it, man. I love it. And then you pivoted lanes, you got to DJing and you started touring, doing DJing and performing, making money 2 times.
Well, yeah, the funny thing is like I never wanted to DJ. I knew how to DJ kinda in the early 90s when my homeboy was learning. And like all my homies used to be like, wow, yo, DJ, why don't you DJ? And I was like, nah. But I was digging in the club, hella critical of the DJ. Like, oh, this nigga trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was deep throwing parties at school and doing the mixes so that they would play in the party instead of hiring a DJ. And then I just jumped out there when we did our event. Shout out to my business partner, DiBiase, who was a big Chris DJ.
Yeah.
But, him, my man Rick G's, he was Pusha T DJ, and my homie DJ Active, if y'all familiar with Active, he's Janet Jackson DJ, like all of them were the reason. They was like, yo, DJ, you got equipment, get out here and DJ. And I've been DJing professionally for 5 years, done DJed in Japan, LA a bunch of times, here, damn near all over the States and Germany. And you know, this was
shout out to DiBiase, man, and shout out to Big Sant as well, bro. They are the reason that I was able to meet Crit and give him my DVD of my comedy, my first DVD special, and got cool with that whole camp from DiBiase and Big Sant. So shout out to them.
Good guy.
Speaking of DJs, though, I feel like Tony would be a great DJ, but I feel like Tony would be the type of DJ that lets the song play all the way through. You know how DJs cut it off like right after the second chorus, they don't let it go. I mean, right after the second verse, they don't let it go to the second chorus. He would let it ride all the way out. And Tony would DJ with records. He wouldn't use his phone. He wouldn't use MP3s.
That's good though. That's amazing.
He would be bringing crates to every club. Be like, bro, we don't have the space for all of these crates, bro. What?
Hey, look, Tony, we do an event called All Vinyl Everything. Follow at All Vinyl. So if you ever want to do that, holla at us.
Man, I'm all in. The whole song. We letting the whole song ride out.
Let that shit breathe. Don't let me get to drinking while I'm playing shit. I'm gonna be like, no, you gotta hear all 4 minutes and 36 seconds of this shit.
You gotta hear what led into this next track. You gotta have an interlude, then the next track, and then the track that followed on this. I'm standing there. I'll
be on Twitch playing songs to the fucking shit run out and be like, oh, I gotta put another one on.
You just hear the record, you hear the needle skip a shh. You hear that? You
right.
See the arm go up and go back over and lock itself in place.
You think I'm gonna play "Life's a Bitch" by Nas and cut it off before the trumpet?
You gotta let it ride.
You gotta let "Life's a Bitch" play all the way through. AZ killed it, Nas killed it, and then the horn at the end. Right. You can't cut that off.
Yeah, Tony, you killed that horn, bro. I ain't even know, bro.
You know,
I'm gonna drink a little bit more for you, bro. I'm gonna drink
for that, man, because you know it was a magical moment. You know what I'm saying? And I was just, I was honored to be a part of.
Don't feed into Tony's bullshit, man.
Man, I didn't even know you could play the trumpet like that, dog.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't know about that. You know,
this pandemic bringing everything out of everybody, man. I didn't even know I could cook. I didn't know I could cook crack. YouTube is a mother.
Jay, you all right, Tony.
As you can see,
what's your name?
I got the vinyl in the crib. You know what I'm saying?
Hey yo, this is like when the nigga bring the yearbook out and be like, "I was best dressed, 97."
If you look at like the background of this picture, like I walked through there before they did the photo shoot. I was like, yo, this would be a dope spot for the photo to put on the back of the album cover.
I'll walk through there.
They came with it, you know.
Tahir, you ain't feeling that? You ain't feeling that, Tahir? You ain't feeling that?
He's lying. Listen, y'all thought I lied a lot. Tony Baker is the biggest liar I have ever met in my life, okay? And he just lies for no reason. There's no rhyme or reason for it. He just lied. That's what he does, okay? Biggest lie I ever met in my life, Tony Baker. Y'all thought I was bad. Tony Baker is way worse for me.
My lies be ridiculous, though. Tahir's lies be rooted in fact and truth. They could be true. Mine would be ridiculous. I'll be like, I wrote Off the Wall for Michael Jackson. And I'll sell it. But y'all know it's ridiculous. Tahir be lying on some straight up could be the truth. When you need the truth, you don't come through.
Tahir lies be like, I pay all my taxes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
John, I thought you were on the right side of the law, but obviously you are siding with a criminal named Tony Baker. So that's good to know, man. It's good to let you know, let us know where you draw the line at. Illa J, man, you've been making music for how long, bro? First of all, let me ask you this. You, younger brother of Jay Dilla, growing up in that family associated with such greatness, did you feel an extreme amount of pressure to live up to your brother, or did you feel the freedom to feel like you could do it your own way because it has already been solidified in your family?
The thing is, it wasn't about living up to my brother. It was just more about like, will people actually give me a chance, like, and accept me, like, you know, because like when you come from like your sibling was like, and it's not like, okay, ooh, he was a great man, like when they was like like when they mention him with producing, they like, yeah, he's one of the greatest hip hop producers of all time, and then his brother, you know what I mean? So it's like, so that's like, that's how I've been, like, you know, for me it's just like, I just want to be able to do my own thing. That's it. Like, you know, I was able to do it. It took me long enough, 10 years. But at the end of the day, everybody got paid their dues, and I'm thankful for the work that I had to put in, you know, like to get to a certain point, because like, I don't know, it's kind of like it's one of those things in the beginning. If you got too many people like saying, yeah, man, that's dope in the beginning, it'll fuck you up later on. You know what I mean? So it's like, I actually like having it tough in the beginning. Like, you know, niggas tell you straight up, like, nah, that shit whack as hell, bro. Or like, you know what I mean? No, you need to respect that, or, you know, whatever. So it's like, you gotta have real ones around you, man. It's like, I see a lot of niggas, I'm like, man, who the fuck is your crew, man? Like, how could they let you?
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean? You can't let your niggas go out like that. You know what I mean? So I'm thankful to have niggas around me that was like, you know, they kept me, you know, you gotta have, it's like, I don't know, I feel like every nigga gotta have a corny radar. And then when you see that shit start to go up, you know what I mean? You should know, like, okay, you know, this shit's starting to get corny, man. Whether it's music, comedy, anything, man. Shit, talking to people, you know? I read out my text out loud. I'm like, yeah, man, so should I say, I'm like, yeah, man, it was good. Everything's good, for sure. And I actually read it out in the voice, like, to make sure. Because, like, you don't know, like, because people take text messages fucked up all the time. Like, what does this mean by this? Like, you know, so,
it's hard. Sometimes the translation or the context can get lost in a text conversation. So absolutely, I completely get that. Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
What's the age difference between you and Jay Dilla?
12 years.
Oh wow!
So you know, Pops was up there, man. Rest in peace, Pops. Like, my dad was born in 1932, yo. So it's like, yeah. So like that's what I'm saying. This old nigga was getting down still, like in the 80s, bro. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I'm just saying, like, they should have been done. They was good, yo. Yeah. Like my sibling, my sister, she's 9 years older than me, and like I'm like the baby. Like I got everybody. Like everybody is like 40 and up. So it's like, but I had that. That was my musical advantage. Is like. Directly connected to all the generations of music before me. So it's like, I feel like a lot of youth today, they just like, it's like at some point, like, I don't know what year it was, but after you were born after a certain year, it's almost like, fuck my elders. Like like, we respect our elders, everything, and it's like a whole new generation. I'm not saying everybody, but this new generation, man, they don't give a fuck, man. They like, I'm like, yo, man, this is the inspiration. Sly Stone, fuck Sly Stone. You know, they don't give a fuck. Like, yo, this is it's this entitlement, man. It's crazy, man. It's like, no, I deserve this because I'm here. I'm a like I had to pay my fucking dues. Like everybody, like in the era before us, like you didn't have no platform to really get out there. So it's like, you really had to be that nigga. Like, you had to be that nigga, like, really dope. Like, yo, man, it's this nigga in Detroit on the east side. This nigga is dope as fuck. Like, you have to bring people out, otherwise you wasn't getting discovered. But now it's like so many platforms, man. You can just do your shit, get out there. It's crazy.
It is true, man. It's a lot of ways to get out your voice on different platforms, to get heard by different people. And it's kind of like the gift and the curse, because, you know, you can get your music out there pretty quick. You don't have to wait for a label, but also you getting it out there so raw, you might not be ready for, you know, that success that might come your way. You might have a hit song just off the beat and the chorus, but the lyrics are trash, but they don't care about that. Like, because the chorus is so dope or the beat is so dope, but your follow-up is gonna be trash because you're not ready for that success. So,
and not only that, it's a billion fucking rappers now. So it's like that too. It's like at some point it was like the few niggas that was official. Like, you knew that nigga, like, yeah, I know that nigga down the street got a real record deal. And then now every nigga is a rapper now. Now it's like people hit me up, like, you know, Shanique, her little brother, he rapped too, and her cousin, he rap. You know, they doing Shanique little brother making beats now.
Still cars?
Yeah, then that nigga making beats now. So, you know, like that's what it is now. Nothing against it, but nigga, in the NBA though, it would never happen. You can't just walk in the NBA like, yeah, nigga, I'm an NBA player, nigga. Like,
I can fall.
No, but only in the arts you can get away with it.
Yo, to your point, it's funny. It's like, I just came from a listening on Friday, and I always laugh because it's like, I got some industry homies that really understand this shit, but they work for people that don't understand this shit. Like, everybody's is trying to just put this old model of working records and just throwing money at shit. Like, yo, this shit ain't good. Like, I had to explain to somebody the other day, a cat that got bread. He was like, yo, well, I want to put 50,000 into this artist, and I think we're gonna just spend that at radio. And I was like, nigga, it's 2020, bro. Like, what are you talking about? And I was like, what are you talking about, fam? Like, it's 2020. He was like, well, nah, you know, we gonna do X, Y, and Z and da 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 da. And I just started explaining something different. I said, yo, man, you got YouTube, you got Facebook, you got IG. I said, treat your work like a product. You know what I'm saying? I was like, but even after all of that, if this shit ain't good and you spend 50K at radio, have you heard of escalations? Like, if this shit start escalating, it ain't good. Like, they're gonna pull that joint off the radio, 50K out the, you know what I mean? But to your point of like, all of this shit is weird, man. You know, it's a billion rappers, everybody ain't good. And then even though we got so many platforms for stuff, a lot of these people are scared. A lot of people is even scared to take control of their own shit and put it on a platform. Like how you got this, like Zooming with the homies. When I come here, I see Tahir Moore. Like, people are scared to put stuff out, like in general, you know what I'm saying? And I have all the bread in the world, do the money thing on the arm and all that. But it's like, I never heard of you, dog. Like, you know? I'm in my house and I never heard of you.
I admire about Tony is that I remember when Tony started doing sketches and he was working with everybody. Then I remember when he just kind of broke off and doing his own thing. And then I remember when he started doing the animal voiceovers. And from the voiceovers, it turned to so many other different things. Now he has the ringtones and the t-shirts. I just ordered that black and red t-shirt because it's fire as hell. And here's the thing. Let me tell y'all something about Tony Baker. Let me tell y'all what Tony Baker ain't shit either. I drew this design right here. I said the bakery, make it look like a bread company or something like that. I drew a design just like this of Tony Baker. And Tony Baker was like, yeah, I don't know, man. It looks kind of gimmicky, right? This happened on tour 2 years ago on tour. Lo and behold, look at the shirt Tony Baker has on now. Literally like exactly, Falyon, when I tell you it's exactly what I drew for the most part, and that he told me it was too gimmicky. Now it's his bestseller. Kiss my ass, Tony Baker.
No, that's how you know it's a real friend, though.
I gotta see the drawing again to hear.
Yo, quick question.
We were in a hotel, and I drew it on one of the notepads in the hotel, and I said, yo, you should do something like this. Because I was like, you was like, yo, I need your help to come up with some designs. I was like, I got you. I drew these out for you, Tony. This. Oh, man, it's kind of gimmicky. I was like, all right, well, I threw it away because you didn't like it. And lo and behold, you son of a bastard.
It's like it's both of ours. He just keep it at his house and in his bank.
Yo, quick question on tour. Who was always the last person in the lobby on tour?
Actually, everybody was on tour on time on our tour. Because you had
I was late one time.
Same thing. I was late one time in 2 years. Just one time. And that was because the person I was rooming with unplugged the alarm clock.
Yo, Tahir was big late. And we had to come to the room late. And he opened the door. He was confused. He was like, oh.
Bro,
it was in there unprepared.
I'm never late. I'm the person that's loading up the bags.
Tahir is never late.
Yeah, I'm never late to anything. I am habitually prompt and always early. So that made me so embarrassed to be late, bro. I was quiet, and I'm always talking shit in the airport. I be talking big shit in the airport, playing pranks, all that shit. I was so quiet that day. I was humbled. You understand me? Because I was never late. It happened, but it happened to Kev too. Remember when it happened to Kev tonight?
Yeah, everybody was late at least one time.
At least once.
Yeah, man, I was late one time. I felt the heat. I was like, all right, never again. Yeah, we was in New York. I was late. I remember.
That's crazy. One of the tours I was on, like one of the homies, I ain't gonna mention it, but one of the homies, like he brought too much merch, and like it just kept getting funnier. Like the whole tour was like the first day, like the bag was late. So we get there, this nigga bag, like nigga late for sound check, everything. They could get there, like, yeah, man, they got my shit at the airport. I gotta pay another $50. Okay, cool. Then his shit get there late. He got shipped the next day. Like, man, I gotta pay another. So then he get this big ass like bag at the fucking hotel. Yo. So like basically this nigga had two big ass boxes. This nigga had a luggage, an extra luggage, and a big ass box. So like we just like decided to start giving this nigga merch out. Yo, this nigga had so much merch. But it's like niggas don't know, they don't understand. It's like you got to do your numbers, and like I know when I go on tour, I know how much merch I'm gonna move. I know how many people will be each one. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna shit my shit there, but I'm not gonna overdo it though. You know what I mean? So it's like it's kind of embarrassing to bring so much shit, and then now you dealing like every country. This nigga at the airport got to pay for the bag every time. I just like
oh shit, add up, man.
I learned that lesson in Mexico.
Add up, man.
That's why I bring just enough. I'd rather come back empty bag than come back with mad stuff that just didn't sell. I'd rather have too little than too much.
Jonnae, you toured and you've done music. What is your first love? Is it comedy or is it the music?
Ooh, this is tough. I feel like I'm in an entanglement with it. It's very much so. I can't pick. You know, like I still gotta dibble back and forth. I would say music was what I started first. But I would say I don't know if the love was there for you. It was more a lot of it was like I told you, we had to be the choir. So it was just something we did. As far as comedy, that was more of a conscious decision going in. And I did develop more of a personal relationship with it. So it wasn't something that was necessarily passed on to me, instilled in a way. So let me go with comedy. I would say it was a more conscious, I was more awake in that. It wasn't just like, this is what you're doing and you gonna do with your life, you know? Yeah. So yeah, comedy would be my first.
Ella J, did you know you wanted to rap or something you kind of fell into, or was beat making a thing prior to rapping, or you were just great at both, or what? And also, to add to that question, did you ever have any like leftover J Dilla beats that you was like, I'm freaking this, or I'm gonna tweak this, or I'm gonna rap over this as well?
Word, yeah. Well, like to start off, like pretty much like my whole life, like my like it goes back far. Like my dad, both of his parents, like you got like my dad was born in 1932, so like both of his parents played played piano for like silent.
Oh, that's crazy.
So that's how far it is. Like it goes way, way back. And then my dad and my mom met literally through music. Like my dad was auditioning singers. And that's how like they met. Like it was like some old school shit. Like pretty much my mom was at a family party, like friend of the family type party. You know what I mean? You know, everybody aunties and that type of shit. She was singing Aretha Franklin, and then it was a friend of my mom's. Like, hey, I got a call. My friend got to hear your voice. And the friend was my dad. And then he heard her voice over the phone. And you know, long story short, like my parents literally met through music. So it's like my whole from the baby crib all the way, like it's been music from day one. But it's funny because growing up, like music was just like the natural thing. It was just like, you know, I was in church too, and by the way, you know, so many great singers in church, yo. Like man, this is one nigga in church, man. It's like that nigga will give Prince Rumpel his money, yo. This nigga, yo, it's like some bad motherfuckers in church.
I don't know why it's so funny to hear you say this is one nigga in church. That's
all I was thinking about.
It's the bad motherfuckers in church for me. That's what it was.
Motherfucking assholes in that choir.
Bro.
Yeah.
Man, yo.
One nigga in church,
man. These niggas, bro.
That nigga was preaching this Sunday.
and they used to, and like for real though, they used to like, I know you see shouting in movies like Blues Brothers, shit like that. Like no, like for real, like niggas for real shouting in my church, like straight up, like Detroit churches, bro. Yo, it's like it's crazy, man. Like
it's like that in Philly too, because like I mean, I was going to church with my pop just to hear bands play on the real. Like I'm gonna keep it real.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? But I would go to like they would have like them concerts at churches that would be like on a Friday. And I'd be like, that's a Friday. I want to give them my Friday. But then I will remember like, yo, they be killing it in there. You know what I'm saying? So I went to a couple. You right. Like, it was some niggas in church was wild. It was dope.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But going back though. But going back real quick, I actually have a so my first album is actually, those are all tracks from my brother, but those are tracks that Delicious Vinyl had from when he worked with him in '95. So like when you listen to my first album, Yancey Boys, it was put out 2008. You'll hear the vibes of like Far Side and Brand New Heavies, all the stuff that my brother was doing for all the for Delicious Vinyl. Then it has the same vibe as that. And as far as me personally, though, I have like I have a lot of I have the whole like session broken down, like stems and stuff. So it's kind of like a lot of times I'll just open up my MPC and just kind of just play it. It's kind of tripped out to see my brothers all like it's his work. That like the pads will light up how he hit it, and yeah, it's trippy. It's trippy, man.
Hey yo, I gotta just be a fan real quick, dog. So he gave me the flyer earlier, and I saw you was on it. I was like, oh shit, and I started to hit up Hex and talk shit to Hex, like, yo,
oh shit, Hex, yo,
my nigga Hex. But yo, you just said 95. That was that year I bought Lab Cab in California.
Oh yeah,
Mary J. Blige, My Life, P. Rock and CL Smooth, the main ingredient, the Barclays and Madden 95. And I still rock Lab Cab in California because of your brother to this day, my dude.
Oh,
that's a good album, man.
Bro.
That shit is amazing. That song Why on there, oh my God.
That's a good album.
All the joints he did, especially Running, like Running is just like, you know what I'm saying? But like you ain't, the crazy thing is when I heard of you, not even about your brother, like I always listen to who like people introduce me to. And all my homies that was from Detroit and all that, they'd be like, yo, this Jay Dilla brother. But like none of that stuff ever matters when it comes down to the music. Like, dog, you the shit, man. Like,
yeah.
And you've been
that
holding
Sam Cooke song you got.
Oh, well, I appreciate that,
that's
bro.
my joint.
Yeah. Low key, I called it Sam Cooke because like not only was that was one of my dad's favorite singers, but like all the women in church used to say my dad used to sound like Sam Cooke. So it's like so that was kind of like tribute to my pops. Yeah.
Sam Cooke was amazing. But that song, man, that fire. I was like, yeah.
Man. You know, crazy thing on tour, I think like the arts are so connected, man, in so many different ways. And Sean, I'm gonna bring you into this too because you've been on both sides of it. Like when we would go on tour every weekend, me, Tony, Kevin on stage, somehow Tony and I would always end up in the same car, and we would always try to put each other on new music. And I remember when Tony, did I tell you about Illa J? Oh, you already here.
I knew about Illa J. You might have played the Sam Cooke track.
Yeah. And I can always tell when Tony likes a track because Tony had two phones on tour. Tony would be like, boom, right here, and then editing all the videos. Like he really involved. But every now and then when I would play a certain song or like something would catch his ear, he would look up and be like, hey man, who was that? And then he'd be like, oh, I like this right here. And then you would see him Shazam it and stuff. And I remember playing Sam Cooke and he Shazammed it. And he was like, yeah, I like this right here. And I remember like, man, this dude is talented. It was one line, I don't know if it was in Sam Cooke or if it was in Marine, when you were talking about your mom, you were talking about those shoes that East Bay used to sell.
Jump joints.
Yeah, the joints of the jump. And I was like, yo, like, we don't get that. I was like,
yo, he really
he took it back, bro, to get like that feeling of nostalgia of that East Bay book and seeing something that you really wanted, you really and put that in a song. And I think comics do that as well. Jonnae, like I said, she has the Jill Scott song where she does a spoof of Let's Take a Long Walk. And when she's singing it, not Long Walk. What song is it, Jonnae?
The Way.
The Way. She does a spoof of that, and when she does the joke, it instantly takes you back there. Tony Baker's joke about the merry-go-round and kids spinning you on that, and you getting sick. You got that chocolate milk and all of that food from lunch. Like all of those jokes take you back to that moment, and I feel like music is amazing with that. You do it, Sean does it as well. I want to ask you, Sean, where do you pull that inspiration from? You pulling bars and you figuring out what goes where? How do you know the right place to put a bar like that?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. So I'm gonna plug my shit anyway. I just did a record called Buzzing. Did a video. I shut the shit in my apartment because I've been in here so long because of the pandemic. And I just made and shout out to my brother Sean Dunn, Justice League, you know, little brother, all them, he produced it. And I was like the first bar was, I think I should be a drug dealer, grab some work and flip it. Been in the crib so long, I just be in and out the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just my life. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'll wake up, go water my plants, sit at my laptop, walking in and out the kitchen, and then it just is what it is. Like, you literally pull it from life. And a lot of my stuff, like even just rapping, I always wanted to tell a story. You know what I'm saying? Like I went on, like my first time I went on Sway years ago when he had like the get in the game thing, and like him and Heather B was like, yo, you remind me of like a young Scarface, and Scarface is my favorite rapper. So that blew my mind. But it really, like Scarface, Slick Rick, storytelling, Nas is my favorite rappers. I just always wanted to tell something, and I always felt like even though I wasn't the super street dude, like I was so close to just regular life stories that I feel like everybody can relate. So you got to pull them out. So like when he said about the East Bay shoes, like, yo, I used to be at my grandma's house in South Carolina, like, yo, order these for me. Even though I wanted these Air Maxes or whatever else, I don't even know why I wanted the jump high shoes, because I wasn't the baller. Like I wasn't trying to play ball. I was like, I feel like I need those. You know what I'm saying? So you pull them from real life and just regular life. Like I was telling one of my DJ homies, like a record I was putting together this weekend. I was like, man, I had to throw something in there because he put me on some game on some small business stuff and how to get grant money. And I was like, I had to put that line in the rap because I'm like, yo, you gave me some game, and that's my real life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's dope. Tony, same question, man. How do you Tony Baker is not only one of my favorite comedians because of his comedic timing and prowess. Like he pulls from places that most people never even think about tapping. He has like a 6-minute bit on the difference between bees, wasps, hornets, and it's something else, ain't it, Tony? Or is it just those three?
I was just them three. Yeah.
Those three, and then he has another like 5-minute bit about why cats are better than dogs. And it's like the stuff that you typically wouldn't hear from comics, especially a black comic, is so profound and it's just super dope. So Tony, where do you pull from, and how do you know that it's going to be funny and people are going to relate to that, bro?
Really, it all dates back to like when I was playing the trumpet on Illmatic. Like I just really try to tap into like a creative space.
We take naps here.
I try to tap into a creative space that'll get me there. And you know, like when you play the trumpet, it's like you're saying words, but there's no actual words themselves, but the trumpet speaks. And so,
oh shit.
You know, when I tap now, like the stuff I talk about on stage is like the stuff I think about. Like I don't really be thinking about like relationship stuff that much and like politics that much. I mean, I think about it because it's forced down your throat. But on the day-to-day, when I'm like out walking or I'm out just existing, I'm thinking about, I'm thinking about the sun, the moon, clouds, birds, bugs, cats, dogs. Why, why we feel like this and we wake up. Why do certain people wake up like this and some people wake up like that? And like, I'm thinking about the basic stuff that we all go through and see and experience, but that we all don't focus on. Like, it'd be stuff that you think about because it's natural, and then you just forget about it and you focus on like, relationship, these girls in here. I'm thinking about, all right, the girls in there. When she woke up this morning, was she a panic waker upper, or did she wake up like, ready to go, or did she wake up confused? Like, how you wake up in the morning? Are you cranky when you wake up? So I just think of like stuff like that. Like just simple stuff that I can really pick at for a long period of time. Because, to hear like, politics ain't my vein on stage, and like, I'll touch on relationships here and there. Then I'll go to sex route and talk about that. And then, but yeah, just like stuff that's interesting to me.
All right.
The basics.
All right. Funny shit is, I got my best friend since 6th grade. His name is Tony. This nigga sends me your videos like every day. I'll be like, bro, I'll how you get up in the morning and you like kind of be slow to get up. I look at my shit, and then he'll send me something, and I'll be laughing for like 20 minutes. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I was supposed to be up already.
That's funny though, because like it's dope that you brought that up. Like how you think about different shit, and it's like we all think differently. Like everybody could be in the same room thinking different shit. Like I could be like looking at the mask and like I'm like I think about weird shit. Like dang, I wonder like will people like want to take care of they breath more, because if you got that mask on, you got to smell your breath and shit. So it's like if your breath kicking, you got like shit like that. You know what I mean?
Under the mask. I'm thinking about that all the time.
I'll be like, I know his breath high because his breath is hot.
Especially when you know people that notoriously be out here with the hot breath. Like 24/7, they come with the subpar breath. And then they be maxed out. I'll be like, that mask smell like dead bodies in Mississippi in August.
And they're a close talker too, the real close talkers.
Look, my girl sneezed in her mask the other day. I said, "Oh, you gotta live with that."
Man.
Hold on, wait, Sean. You said my girl.
Everybody relax. Who's shooting in here? What is going on here?
Wait. Sean Falyon belonged to the streets for a number of years. You said your girl.
First of all, I still belong to Google Maps. I just have a woman that you know administers.
Sean Falyon belonged to the streets, man.
I belong to Waze app. You know what I'm saying? She just the British accent on top of like, hey, make a right turn.
That was a little Jamaican, but I'll go for it.
I know, right? All right, but hey, Jamaicans, you know what I'm saying? British accents really. I don't even know.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know.
It's funny because like when you over there, yo, like it's like it's the same language. I don't know what the fuck they be talking about. It's crazy. Like when I'm like if you there, like Dublin, anywhere over there, it's like English sounds completely different. And it's
man. I feel like all of that shit is patois. I'm gonna keep it real. Like just like let's be honest, man. Like we ain't gonna go into that conversation, but I'll be talking to people and I'm like, yo, you sound like all my Jamaican friends. Like, you know, whatever. But yeah, you know, I'm still out here on Google Maps. You can look me up. Check my longitude and latitude.
Okay.
He said, I'm still out here. He's like, I got a girl. I'm still out here.
Not like that though. You know what I'm saying? I'm just out here giving the gospel to people and playing trumpet on random rap songs.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Have y'all been keeping up with what's going on with the post service?
Yo, let's keep up with what's going on with FedEx and how I ain't get my package in a week. And I almost fought the FedEx dude the other day. We was cool for a minute. He's like, man, we've been backed up for like 3 weeks. I was like, well, yeah, I was about to pull up on you and cow. But I was like, you know. And he was like, you can always pick it up. And when he said that, it threw me over the roof. I was like,
here's the thing though, you act like you FedEx the heart or lung or something. What you waiting on, a t-shirt or some music? It's one of the two. It ain't nothing worth going to jail over and pulling up a cat.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. So I ordered this art from one of my homeboys, but I set it up to get framed and all that, and I was excited. Shout out my homeboy Reese, Art for Black Market on IG. He made these graphics that got like Nino and G Money, right? Mm-hmm. So Nino is like in the Willie Mays Hayes Cleveland joint, and it say Base Runner on it. And then it's another joint that got G Money playing for like the Milwaukee Bucks, and it say money at the bottom. But this is dope. So I was like, yo, I'm gonna add to my art. And in my mind, I'm like, I didn't get mad until the people started like sending me in a loop. And one dude on the phone for FedEx said, you gotta have a little bit of patience, sir. And I said, where you at right now? Conversation. I want to know where you at right now. I want to show you what patience look like. I ain't no doctor. I ain't got no patience.
Yo, you know what's funny is I said this before though. Like, well, first of all, let me find this page. What did you say it was? Art what?
Art for Black Market. Art for the Black. I could be fucking it up. You know what I mean? Can we cuss on this motherfucker?
Is it number 4 or?
It's the number 4. I think it's Art for the Black Market.
Art for the Black Market.
It is Art for the Black Market. Wait, it could be. I could be wrong. I'm wrong.
No, I got it. I found it. Okay. So I will say this, man. Like shopping online is one of the few things that still makes me feel alive outside of like filming and stuff, because like having something to look forward to every week. And that's how I know I had a problem. I was ordering shit like every week, even small stuff. Like the backs, braces, and supports and stuff like that, socks and all that stuff. But every week I had something I was looking forward to getting, and it kind of gave me, you know, inspiration and motivation to keep going, keep doing the shows and stuff like that.
Talking
you know,
to the delivery people.
Yeah, man, because like man, it gets grim. Around Wednesday, you be like, man, we're still in the house.
Yo, question. I got a question for you. So, are the Amazon people where y'all at not ringing the doorbell anymore?
They just know that shit. Yeah.
They just not. Well, Amazon is the most polite. Amazon still knocks and they take a picture, they submit the picture, and I think FedEx does it. UPS, then you'd be lucky if it comes to your door.
Oh, accept the delivery.
Hey, look, I live on the third floor where I'm at. UPS set my shit on the second landing and was like, it's there though. Like, but Amazon has not been ringing my doorbell no more. They'll literally, like, I got the Ring doorbell, so I see it, but they'll like send me a email. Like the other day, I got this big ass package just sitting in front of my door, and then like I get an email like 30 minutes later, like, how did we do, nigga? I didn't even know you was here. I would have gave you a hug, man. I wanted to make sure you was all right. You know what I'm saying? But
UPS will call you when they pull up like, yo, you know where that donut shop is? About to your crib? Yo, come get your shit, man. I'll be here for the next 10 minutes. Once I'm finished with this donut, if you ain't here, I don't know what to tell you. But I came to your neighborhood. I got other packages to kind of deliver, so it's up to you. Then they hang up. I'll be like, damn, UPS?
That's a fact. My cousin worked for UPS, and he's in a high position. I'd be like, listen, bro, do I just got to pay you to get my shit? Like, what's going on, dog?
I remember one time, because we used to speak on what Illa J had talked about earlier with the merch. We used to take our merch with us, but one time I couldn't get it in enough time, and they were supposed to ship it. We were in New York, and they were shipping the package, and for some reason, I guess there was an east side and a west side, or a north and a south of the street, and they sent it to the wrong address. And so I'm literally in the back of an Uber going around New York City looking for this merch, right? For about 10, 15 minutes. And then we're driving through, and I'm like, shit, I don't see the truck, because I call UPS dispatch, and they say, well, the driver's still in this area, boom, boom. So randomly, as we're driving past, I see a UPS truck like parked off behind some cars, and he take off. So I tell an Uber driver, or Lyft driver, catch him right there. And we catch him on the side street, and randomly, as luck would have it, that was the truck that had my box on it, man. And that's why I never ship stuff. I always take it with me. Tony Baker would have his merch in Ralph's grocery store bag, all on the plane, looking homeless. Prepared. You talking about a cheapskate? Tony Baker is a penny pitcher, guys. He pinches pennies.
I'm gonna get it there.
Bro,
hey, I'm not mad at that, man.
Hey, yo, do y'all remember when AirTran was the shit? Do you remember that?
What?
When AirTran was the shit. AirTran.
I know.
Was that an airline?
The airline before it was Southwest. It used to be AirTran.
I think I remember, yeah.
So AirTran used to have these cheap ass flights. So when I moved to Atlanta, I did the bougie shit. I shipped my stuff, right, through UPS. But then I took mad stuff. You know them big duffel bags? Like, I put so much stuff in this bag and took it on and put it in the overhead. Like, I don't even know how I got it. Like, I was not paying for that bag, yo. I had remember the Apex DVD players, the cheap ones? I had one of those in the bag. I think I had a puppy in the bag. I don't know. But I got it on the plane. Man. I was not trying to pay for that bag, fam.
Man, speaking of bags, yo, it's always that person that's like, yo, like, so everybody's trying to get off the plane. It's like, yo, we all going the same place. We all going the same place. Like, yo, the nigga or behind me, like, yo, nigga, yo, you not about to fuck me up trying to grab your bag. Yo, let me get the fuck out. Like, yo, it's not that serious, man. We all going the same direction.
Relax.
Yo, nigga, over your head, nigga, with his bag and shit. It's like, yo.
I am the dude. I stand up when it lands, though. I ain't gonna lie. I'll be like, let me out.
You one of those people. I was
literally about
to say.
Let me tell you,
mad excited.
Let me tell you something to know. Like, y'all fly like I fly. I figured out a way to get out of the way so fast when the plane lands that I don't want to be dealing with that. Cause like most of the time I always pick the same seat. If I'm not, first class or whatever, I always pick the same seat. So when that joint, no flex. So when it lands, I'll be like, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? And like the flight attendant be like, all right, sir. Like, all right.
Nigga, I'm the fastest nigga at security check, nigga. Nigga, I do belts, all that shit, nigga.
They hate me because I know TSA agents. I'll be like, woo.
I ain't doing that. I got clear and we have TSA free. So I'm going to the front of both lines. I ain't taking no shoes off. I ain't taking no belts off. No jack. I'm there, bro, already.
Right.
We had to convince Tony to pay for that. It was like, Tony, get here, bro. He's like, nah, I got TSA
clear
free.
is amazing, man.
Tahir be inaccurate with these stories. So y'all didn't have to convince me for clear. Because remember, you said we could sign up under you. And I was like, oh,
yes. I was like,
in.
you don't, because you wouldn't do it on your own. So I was like, Tony, you can sign up under me for $50 for a year.
Crazy.
And I signed right up. No.
Yeah, because it's $50. But it still would have been like, it would have been 85 or 95 because you were a Sky Miles member. You would have still got it for cheaper than a regular price, Tony. Tony's been a millionaire for 6 years. 6 years, Tony's been a millionaire. Tony won't buy a new car to save his life. Tony's
That's how
car.
we stay a millionaire. You stay a millionaire just like this.
Listen. Tony's car came to him by his bedside. Was like, hey, just put me down, fam. I'm tired. I'm ready to die. His car was like, I'm ready, fam. Just put me down. Tony was like, nah. I'm getting 20 years out of here.
You going on this road?
Tony, how old is your car right now?
It's a 2003. I got it in 2006.
Tony
has probably a smart purchase though.
I still got it. It's paid off.
Look, I got a 2012 right now, but I was going to the dealership for some bullshit. I was trying to get a Benz and an Audi, and my homegirl she was working. She was like, "Yo, what can you just deal with, man? I got a Maxima that had 22,000 miles on it in 2016." I said, "Give me that, run that." I'm not even here half of the time. My car still ain't even hit 60,000 miles yet. I was like,
shit.
And I got 150,000 warranty on it. So I'm like, I'm gonna give you a game.
Like,
what you at, Tony?
280 some thousand miles on this car right now.
Well, hold on. What type of car is it though? Do you mind saying that?
It's a Mitsubishi Lancer, man.
Man, listen, bro. Them easy to fix. They easy to fix.
Dusty. They easy to fix.
Mitsubishi Lancers, Dodge Shadows. People used to steal those. I used to stop
by a thread.
Tony, but here's the thing, he don't have to. We would go out to eat, and I'm like, yeah, man, the price is here, boom, boom, boom. Tony's like, man, that's highway, desperate measure. $6 for a burrito, that's desperate measures, guys.
What's a good price? $6 for a burrito. That I'm rocking with that. But if they like 15, there's this place in Burbank by Toluca Lake. You get a burrito, it's like $16. I'm like, man, why?
One burrito?
For a burrito.
The best burrito I ever had was in West Covina, yo. I don't even know.
How much was it?
I think I might have paid like $12 for that joint.
See, that's a high for the burrito, man. Because no matter how you slice it, no matter how you dress it up, a burrito is still like a poor man's meal. It's just like put some stuff and wrap it up. It's not like high class.
Put some stuff and wrap it up.
Let's put some stuff and wrap it up, man. Go on out of here. You know what I'm saying? That's the essence of a burrito.
What's the most that you've ever paid for a meal? Let's start with Jonnae, Illa J, Sean, and Tony.
I would say probably about 75 to 80 bucks.
What was that meal though? You gotta tell us what the meal was.
Okay, well, I went to the spot called Kindred in San Diego, dope vegan spot. We started with brunch, and then me and my friend, we were like, but yo, this dinner menu still looks dope too. So we did 2 meals, 2 different, I don't know how we did it. We had everything from Benedict's to lemon curd, French toast, different Brussels sprouts. Everything that looked good. me and her were just on one of those things. Like, let's just do it. It looks good. Let's order it. And we split it, and I would say we both spent about 80 each.
Okay. So 80,
not too bad. Nothing too, yeah.
Illa J, you've been on tour, you've been all around the world. I'm ready. What you got? $1,000, $2,000?
No, not. I mean, I have spent some embarrassing money on like a lot of shit, but we talking specifically restaurants, like like restaurants in LA. Like honestly, I've spent. That's embarrassing, but like $300 some at this one place because it was like the homie and like because that's the thing you got to watch out when. Cause like cool, you could be making your money, you saving is all good, and then you got homies, they got money too, but they make a lot more than you, and they like, yeah, man, come on to the spot. You're like, yeah, cool. And then you look at the bill, you're like, oh shit, bro, what the fuck? It could be like that, but nah, man. I mean, honestly, I'm chill with like, I don't really dabble in like big, like fancy ass restaurants and shit. Cause I mean, I'm introvert. I don't like all the like the extra shit, like niggas like. Walking in the restaurant, gold shoes, and you know what I mean? When it's like that type of vibe and shit, niggas just like, they gotta show it. Like now do I have the money? I need everybody in this motherfucker to know that I have money. It's like.
So what 300? Cool. He said 300. He slid that under there a little.
Yeah,
like 300 anyway. You know what I'm saying? You know how you try to with the story
I missed it, Tone. I definitely missed it because I was like, all right, nigga, so how much you spend?
He said 300.
Oh no!
Was that just for you, or was that like a group?
No, it was just with me. Like it was one of them. It was like it's this restaurant. It wasn't. No, it was at Wally's in Beverly Hills, and it was like one of them dinner parties. It's like at least 300 something a head. Like just to yeah.
You kind of went in feeling like it was gonna be that. Like it is.
Yeah.
That place we went to.
Sean, what you spend?
So this is on myself or just if I picked up a tab or just in
nah, how much you spend on dinner?
Yo, so dig it. I went to a steakhouse in Nebraska, 801 Chops.
Steakhouse is always the one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, I like steak, y'all. I mean, whatever. But so I went to the steakhouse with my homie and it was amazing. Like the service was amazing. Like everything was amazing. And
it'll be.
Yeah, I think I spent like about 400. Like yeah, because it was like drinks, and then the steak was like I got this crazy joint, and then the service was so good. I gave homeboy $100 tip, but I was like I wasn't like rich. I ain't rich. You know what I'm saying? Even my homegirl that was with me was like, "You sure?"
Wait, you gave him the 100 on top of the 400?
No. So it was that bought it to like 400, like pretty much. You know what I'm saying? It was a little over 400 because tax or whatever. And it was my first time in Nebraska. You know what I'm saying? And I was like,
Nebraska ain't the place to do this.
It ain't. But I had a good time.
He said Nebraska like it was the spot, like it was Vegas, LA. He was like,
yo, no, but my thing was.
Dope ass spot in Nebraska.
Because I like steak. They was like the restaurant was like the top 2% of steak. I was like, yo, all right.
Was it in Omaha at least?
Yeah, Omaha was Omaha.
Okay, at least it was the biggest city in Nebraska.
Yeah, it was Omaha. But and it was wild, and of course I took a picture in front of the Omaha sign and did the belly line and all that because I'm whatever.
Oh, speaking of Nebraska, Warren Buffett lives in Nebraska. He lives in Omaha. He's a billionaire. And you can just go see his crib. His crib is super modest.
Super.
Here talking about me, Warren Buffett, dog. He's worth billions of dollars. His crib looked like it's probably a cool $1 million.
That's crazy.
Right up in. It's no gated community. It's none of that. He got to look like a little gate up, but it's not like if you're a billionaire, you would think you need the access code to even get into the neighborhood. Warren Buffett, like right there, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah, you know who's in Omaha a lot.
Wait a second, Sean, before you go into yours, because Tony's trying to shift.
Oh yeah.
How much you spend, Tony?
I feel like the most I've spent on me, just me by myself, right? Not getting the big tab, just me.
Yeah.
I want to say like $60, $70, maybe.
Okay.
Is the most I've ever spent. Just for like my meal.
Okay.
Yeah. And that was like I'm gonna do it big tonight.
Yeah.
That was, oh man, nosebleed big was at like $60. If I would have spent 300, 400, my head would have exploded.
I don't even know who I thought I was.
I spent 500 before.
I know you have to hear.
I believe that.
How much was that food in Hawaii when y'all went to that steakhouse and we folded? We was like, nah, man, y'all have a good time. How much was that steak to hear?
Hawaii was probably like $395, $400. I went to Vegas with the family and we spent $7, but we had steak.
Wait.
Yeah, but we had steak. We had steak, crab, and the kid didn't like her crab, so we ordered her a steak too.
You better have Jesus leg for that. It needs to be Jesus leg.
Jesus leg.
His actual thigh. It needs to be
Body of Christ.
It has those leg
back skin.
Listen, man, I don't like a whole lot of stuff. Like for me, it's tennis shoes, old schools, and food. Like that's it. Like I love old schools. I'll spend some money on some old schools. I'll spend some money on some shoes, and I'll spend some money on food. Everybody got their vice. Everybody got their vice. Tony Baker, I saw your vice was food and porn. I saw you put that in the chat earlier. So you'll spend money on whatever your vice is. Those are my 3 vices.
I want to see my vice real quick.
I don't really spend money on my vices. Porn is free. and food, I still be tripping on the prices.
Y'all want to see what's your vice, Sean? Let me see.
Hold on.
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. I'm gonna snitch on Sean real quick.
But it is.
If you looked at that top level of shoes, it was all Puma. All the red boxes.
Don't tell.
Okay. Well, just know that he only paid for the bottom level.
Wait, what happened?
No. I mean, listen, man. I definitely paid for a lot of them, and that's one closet, but whatever. That was my vice for the longest.
Wait, what's your vice?
Sneakers. And
but is that considered a vice? Because I be getting Jordan 1s. I got a lot of sneakers.
Oh, Jordan 1s. Like, listen.
I didn't consider that a vice, though.
I wore Adidas so long that when people saw me in Jordans, like, they asked me if I was okay, like, mentally. I'm like, but now this is a different closet. This is, what's crazy? My little cousin, I gave him all these sneakers, like all these kicks, like last week. And he was like, oh man, thank you so much. Send me this long ass text message. And I was just thinking about like, damn, that was like all this shit new. You know what I'm saying? I had my homegirl come and reorganize my closet and shit. I was like, hey man, I got a real problem. What the hell's wrong with me?
Mm-hmm. I didn't know shoes could be filed under a vice though. I thought it had to be something.
No, it's a vice, bro.
Vice is anything that you spend excessive time and excessive money on. Mm-hmm. Like I know I have a sneaker, but I have sneakers in 4 different closets in this apartment, Tony. 4.
Yeah, I believe it.
It is really crazy, but I mean, we all have I bet you got a beat vice or a device vice. I bet you got way
too many technology vice.
I got nigga. You know how many beat makers this nigga probably got?
He probably got everything.
I got like honestly, that's like because it used to be sneakers, honestly. And then eventually, like I just went like it was like 2018 was the last time I went super hardcore with the sneakers, and I was like, okay, that's it. Like I still got Jordans I haven't worn still today, and it's like now it's just more like I'm not buying equipment. I literally have like 4 or 5 machines with me right now. Like not even like just sitting around and shit. But yeah, that's like I'll just be up late, just like looking for shit to, cause that's what it is. We at home and shit. It's just like after like for me, I've already used this machine. Cool, I made a bunch of beats on it. It's like okay, I get bored after a while. I'm like okay, I'll just start looking up. Ooh, this is dope. And then yeah, man. But
electronics is my other vice. Like before we got on this, I spent 3 hours comparing 2 monitors, like computer monitors.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, yo, I'm gonna get this 49-inch LG, but hold up, this Samsung one might be the better one. Like, yeah, I'm like, who am I? Damn you, COVID.
Jonnae, what's your advice? I want to hear it. Besides weed.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say it's probably food and weed. CBD? No. Let's see. Really, when I look at my finances and rent, it's weird.
Rent is my vice.
I don't need this. What am I doing? I mean, there's places I could go. They might be uncomfortable, but my vice is freedom and being able to walk around naked and being able to, if I want to smoke blunts in my living room, I don't have to worry about my parents or nothing like that. So yeah, I'm not big on spending money on clothes, shoes. I'm a big clearance girl. I love a good bargain. I don't have to have stuff when it's new, as long as it's new to me. Like I've never have. I don't even have one pair of Jordans. I just missed the whole train. So yes, I spend my money on dumb stuff that you'll never. It's just you.
But it's not really dumb if it's important to you. You know what I'm saying? Like what's important to me may be dumb to somebody else, but for me, the enjoyment and the happiness that it brings is priceless. So it's not like, because I'm gonna tell y'all something. Tony, I always talk about how frugal Tony is, but Tony wasn't really big into shoes like that until I feel like the tour. Tony, I feel like I would get up and it'd be Saturday mornings and like you would be releasing something. I'm like, I gotta grab his shoes real quick. And Tony, let me see him, man, real quick. And then actually, you know what? I'm gonna sign up too. I remember when we got the black, red, and white ones. Tony, we all got to meet you, Josh, Dope.
We was on the app, like waiting, like, oh,
I don't got those.
I got
mine.
I don't got those. I hate y'all.
Yo, I tell you this. Like I've always been in the shoes. I've always had a closet full of shoes, but I didn't get on the Jordan 1s until the tour really. Like I had like a couple pair already, but then I just started really like feeling them because I didn't care about Jordans since the 80s. You know, I've been around since the Jordan first debuted. I was just like, I ain't paying that much for them shoes. And so every time the Jordans came out, I never cared. I never stood in line, never looked for them. And then I don't know what happened that made me fall in love with the Jordan 1s. And those are the only Jordans I look for.
1s and 3s for me, man.
This is the ones I'm like, I need those.
And when I was a kid, somebody stole the Jordans out of the YMCA. It was like the first ones, you know what I'm saying? The one. Man, and for some reason, I guess I just wasn't messing with Jordan. They reminded me of bad times. So I was, Air Force Ones, and I was a Shell Toes and Stan Smiths and Rod Livers, and I just became a super Adidas head. Like, it was crazy.
I've been Adidas, Fila, Nike. I've always had the most Nikes, but I would wear Fila, Adidas, Reebok on occasion. I had this one pair of black New Balance that was so comfortable. I re-upped and got them again. But
that's a North Philly sneaker.
Man,
North Philly.
New Balance, that's one of the most comfortable shoes I've ever had.
Philly, DC, be more. Yeah, like for real.
Yeah.
Real talk. While we speaking about like sneakers and shit like that, like a lot of people don't understand about my bro. Like they know about his music and stuff, but like this nigga was fly as fuck. Like this nigga he had a room in the crib where all the niggas would go to, all the homies. It was like a clothing store. Like literally, this nigga had shoes, like jackets, everything. Like niggas would go there and shop. Like, yo, man, you need an outfit? Go to the room. It's like it was called the room, and it was like having everything in there. And man, I remember when me and my brother wore the same size shoes for a few, cause like I wear 12s now, but when I wore 9, nigga, that was the best years of my life. Nigga, I had everything.
9s is the best. I wear 12 too. I can't get no sample sizes, man. I hate that shit. I be wanting to fight niggas that wear little shoe sizes. My homeboy wears 7. I'm like, you ain't even a man, yo.
Hey, man. They always got
It's wild. But see, I wear my sneakers. Like I'm not a collector. I wear my sneakers.
I be wearing them.
The first time, like Bone Crusher took me to Germany in like 2007, and he's a sneaker dude. Like he put me on some game. When I went out there and saw all the kicks that was out there, it blew my mind. And I just came back with that. I almost had an issue getting back through the airport with sneakers. you know.
I used to just leave shoes in the hotel, man. If I would just like get some extra shit and I'm fucking with, cause like it's just what it is. Like you wear, I don't know, me at least for me, like certain joints.
Shit. Nah, that's rapper shit.
Right.
I just leave shoes in the hotel. That's rapper
I'm rich.
shit.
I just leave.
I leave a fresh pair of shoes at the hotel.
Whose mess is this?
Right.
I just leave shoes in the hotel.
He got some new fresh ones while he was there. He was like, "Yo, sorry, y'all."
But that's the best way for tour though, yo. You go before the tour. You go get a bunch of t-shirts. You wear one every day. You leave them motherfuckers at the hotel, man. I go back. I had the lightest bag ever when I get back, yo. Like
man, that's you.
Man, I remember we went somewhere. We was overseas. I don't know if it was Belgium, but like we went to this store and they kept giving us clothes and I was like, I'm not paying for this stuff to get back. I ended up leaving mad stuff. I was so mad though because it was a lot of stuff that I wanted. But I didn't want to take back the stuff that I bought.
I'm not leaving shit, bro. When we were in Amsterdam, I went shopping for 3 days straight, bro. There was one store that every time I went by, the shit was closed. I finally caught them on the last day and bought this fucking jacket. I had so much shit, I had to buy new suitcases to take. Shit. And we weren't going back to the States. We went from Amsterdam to Birmingham, England, and then we went to London. And then we went then we went to Barcelona. Then we went back to the States. I had to pay all of that shit, but guess what? I don't care. I'm taking all my shit. I ain't leaving shit for housekeeping. I'm taking all that shit with me.
London had me making the worst decisions. I was in what's the big department store in London that's like Selfridges, right? You ever been to Selfridges?
Nah, the other one.
It's like it's a big department store. So I like Polo a lot. So I'm like standing there for 2 hours trying to decide if I should buy this sweater. Like, should I pay my rent when I get back or should I buy this sweater? I'm not sure if I'm gonna see the sweater again. My apartment is gonna be there.
How much was the sweater if you're debating on buying the sweater or paying rent?
Bro, it was a purple label. That joint was $2,300, man. I'm not rich, man. And I don't even buy stuff like that just because I'm not rich. Like, I'm poor for real.
Look at Jonnae's face.
$2,300 sweater.
Let me tell you how I didn't do it. Like I wear t-shirts, man. That's what I do. But I like purple label Ralph Lauren because I can't afford it. This sounds ridiculous.
$2,300.
Wow, that's crazy.
For a sweater.
Let me tell you something, right? I was literally like, I'm an idiot right now because I literally took like an hour to decide. I ain't gonna My dad was like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
$2,300.
Yo, go look on Ralph Lauren the purple label stuff.
You can't even wear that.
They got a sock. They got a sock for $1,700.
I don't even know. This is so high level. I never even heard of this label you brought up,
bro. I'm broke though. So like, and I don't even try to live beyond my means. It's just I like certain things, but I know I can't afford it. So I guess it's motivation, maybe.
You're not broke. I can tell you're not broke.
I'm hella broke. I'm professionally broke.
The fact that he stood there for an hour,
professionally broke,
lets you know he's not broke.
Not broke.
I'm hella broke. I'm broke. I'm like.
Sean's not broke at all. Sean buys straight liquor at the bar, not like cocktails, not the $14 drink special cocktails at the Well in Hollywood on Cahuenga. I went there while he was spending one time. Yeah, he got a couple drink tickets, but Sean bought drinks for 33 people.
No, not 33 people. Get out of here.
He only had 6 drink tickets, guys. He bought drinks for 33. And when I walked in, he was like, what do you want?
No.
Like, I drink whiskey neat, but it's a double. My drink alone was $35. So if he bought, for 27 people at $30,
27.
Bro, if I ever bought drinks for 27 people, they would all be paying bills and working and helping me out.
I was gonna ask this earlier. So have y'all been in a situation where you go to a restaurant and then it's like that one person that's like all of a sudden, oh shit, I thought I had my card.
My ex-girlfriend. Let me explain it though. So we were going out for my birthday. And she's like, I want to take you out to eat, blah, 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 da, da, da. So randomly, like I forgot my wallet, not even on no funny shit. I just forgot it. Like, and I wasn't even thinking about it. And then she was like, oh my God, I don't have my wallet. Man, randomly, my uncle was in the restaurant. I ran into him. I'm like, oh shit, what you doing there? And he had to pay for our meal.
Oh,
yo,
how much was the meal?
Shit.
It wasn't crazy. It was like maybe like $160 or some shit like that. But for me and her, but it wasn't like no fancy spot. But I was like, in my mind, I'm like, you told me you wanted to take me out. And then it almost turned into an argument because I forgot my wallet.
He said it wasn't taking guys out. Listen, it was just $100.
I was like, what?
I have never been on a date where a woman has fully taken me out. And it's not necessarily on her own merit, because I was like, all right, if you're going to pay for that, at least let me take care of the tip. I've never been on a date with you like, no. I said, I'm taking you out. I'm going to take care of the tip and the meal. Like, it don't happen. That shit doesn't happen in real life, ever. In real life.
I've definitely had a date where like somebody, like I ain't going to lie, I went to the bathroom one time, came back. The meal ain't even over. And the person, she took care of the meal. And I was just like, oh shit, like that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, at first I was like, no, hold on, let me give you a little something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. I turned into an old nigga that want to pay for a light bill. Hey, let me put a little something on it.
Yo, Sean is breaded. I don't care what he say.
Bro,
no, because you said
in a 1-bedroom apartment.
You said it wasn't nothing crazy. It was just $160
for 2 people. That's not crazy.
That's a lot of money, bro. That's
You're a millionaire, sir. Sir, you have pictures on your wall, sir.
Tony is a million. Don't let Tony fool y'all, guys.
You've been getting money as long as I've been lying about getting money, bro.
Let me tell you, Tony. This is how rich Tony is, guys. Where he's at right now is just the apartment he shoots in. Where he lives in Calabasas, there's a gate.
Okay, yeah. So you said that, yeah.
It's something different. Listen,
hey, that
Tony's
nigga
on a different
Malibu,
level,
dog.
guys. Don't let him trick y'all to make y'all think that he out here struggling. Tony Baker, anytime you pay it, Baker last year had to pay $160,000 in taxes. $160,000. Okay, so that lets you know he made at least $15 million if he had to pay.
He's just throwing numbers out here. But
listen, I don't know if this is gonna get me like locked up later on in life. But if somebody tell me I owe $160,000, people gotta die. I mean, like
you owe 160 though. That means you had a good year.
No, people still gotta die. I don't know, like.
$160 is a lot.
$160,000 is a lot. Rich
that,
man.
Your uncle was like, "Damn, yo, back as soon as y'all get home." He followed y'all home that night. He was like, "I want this money back."
Nah, he was like, "I'm gonna watch whatever." His uncle was like, "Whatever y'all doing tonight, I'm watching."
I'm there in the room,
bro. I paid him back the next day. I definitely got a smooth text. Hey, you good, nephew?
Yeah. Yeah. Where is my money? That's 160, man. Your uncle was minding his own business. He was already counting his finances.
I need that back.
I'm gonna need that back, nephew.
Hey, man.
Yo, so should you have to remind somebody if they owe you some money, or do you have to wait on that call or that text, or you, hey, yo?
Preferably, you don't want to be the reminder, but I have no problem reminding people, yo, where's that money?
Listen, like being like I'm an offender of that, because like you owe somebody some money and then you be like forget and you be talking to them and be like, yeah, man, so I got this. And then they might say some slick shit like, hey, well, what about that bread? I've apologized and been like, all right, well, let me give you that. But
my thing is, when I owe you money, I have to let you know that it's on my mind and I haven't forgotten. Like when I owe people, I have to pay them back immediately. Like I remember my boy, he helped me get back in school one time, so he paid my tuition. It was like $1,200 or something. And so every day until I paid him back, I was like, yo, JP, I ain't forgot. The money's coming. It's on the way. Hey, yo, JP, I ain't forgot. Every time I saw him, I was like, I ain't forgot until I paid him back in full.
He paid them. He paid for them trumpet lessons.
Yeah, the trumpet lessons. Actually, Miles Davis, he was just schooling me just on the strength. And then, you know, when I was in the studio with Nas and them, and I was able to come in at the end of Life's a Bitch, I don't know, it just flowed, man. Like, that time Miles really
Hey, Tony, you should make a t-shirt that says, actually, Miles Davis.
Yeah. Miles Davis, man. He was the one. He was the one, man. And so, yeah, bro. Like, but yeah, I spend my money on shoes. I guess that's the biggest, you know, spend for me right now is the Jordan 1. But I've always been a sneakerhead for a long time.
All right.
That'd be my biggest, because other than that, I'm just into like movies. That ain't expensive. And that's it. I don't really have expensive taste like that.
All right.
Y'all made me get that expensive backpack with the peer pressure.
Oh, whoa. Hold up.
That was peer pressure city.
Hold on. Shut your ass up. First of all, let me say this. To everybody watching, we got 1,800 people in here. We only got 818 likes. Let's get the likes up to 1,200, at least, at minimum 1,000. Let's do that.
Hey, like this shit, y'all. I'm over here.
Number two, we were in the Toomey store. Kevin was taking a backpack to he was taking one of his suitcases to turn into the Toomey store that we're going to give him something new as a replacement. Nobody made Tony buy this bag. The only reason we suggested that Tony buy this bag was because, one, it was Toomey, which means it has a lifetime guarantee. Anything goes wrong with it, they will replace it for free. And while they're replacing it, they will give you a temporary bag to do what you need to do. That's number one. Number two, Tony Baker was traveling around with grocery store bags with his underwear and socks. And we was like, Tony, this isn't good for the brand. Okay, you're not on brand.
This is what Tahir be. His lies seem like truth. At least mine just be ridiculous.
Hey, Toomey is the shit.
It is true. So Tony, you.
I ain't never had the shop. Well, I always had like. I traveled. Exactly. I had the shopping bag for the shirts themselves. I wasn't flying with the shopping bag, but the shopping bag was for the different sizes. It wasn't like I was getting on the flight with some Rouse bags. It was like they was inside the Southwest Airlines bags.
The Rouse bags were inside the Walgreens bag while he got on the plane.
You got to pay for the Rouse bags.
I just needed the bag to separate the sizes, but you know I had regular luggage.
Hey, what Toomey bag did you get?
They made me get the $500 backpack.
Oh yeah, those is dope, man.
Oh, yeah, you get money. Okay.
Yeah, them bags dope.
Yo, we took a little driving trip to South Carolina recently, and they got a Toomey outlet out there. So like the whole way riding, my dad kept texting me, "Stop by the Toomey outlet. Stop by the Toomey outlet." We came back, then stop by the Toomey outlet. Like he sneaks that shit into every conversation. Man, you know, I really want you to stop by that outlet. What? I wanted you to stop by that outlet and see what they had. He told me about a Toomey wallet and I ordered it. I said, yo, you didn't buy it for me. I ordered it. He thought I was like, I'm going to buy you a bag now?
Yeah, I told you about that wallet.
We about 17 minutes from the end of the show. If you guys want to continue to donate, you definitely can. But with the 17 minutes left, if you guys please don't even worry about me. Take care of my guests. I want to really encourage that. I really want to push that. Take care of my guests while they're here. Jonnae, I've talked about your singing a number of times throughout the show. You gonna give the people something or what? What's up? What I got to do? Do I got to send you a cash app to get you the
cash app? Send me a young cash app. Yeah.
I'm about to do it right now. Everybody say something to Jonnae so we can get her to sing something.
To her cash
app. What was that, rich man?
I'm not rich. I'm broke. I live in a 1-bedroom apartment
in Calabasas.
Tony.
I'll hit you with some. You know, I'm working on releasing some singles with by the end of the year, and then you'll get that EP and all that. So I'll give you just a little snippet of one of the originals, okay? And this one is called True Love.
Okay, let's go.
Do I stay or go? I just got to know. It's far from the usual. Love unconditional. Giving you all my heart. That's my favorite part. I knew it from the start. You got that magical spark. It's a little snippet for you. You know?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yes,
Sound
babe,
good.
you did
That's
that.
good.
Okay.
Hey.
That's
Sound
my
good.
Came in with
Sean
the butter.
Hell yeah.
Now, Sean Falyon, let's get 8 bars real quick, man.
Oh man, 8 bars. You know I can't even count, dog. Ugh. All right, listen. All right, y'all ready?
Let's go.
You never catch me wearing costume jewelry. Shit, you never hear a rapper say what he do to me. If you ever hear a rapper say what he do to me, you better tell his ass quick, boy. This ain't no movie. Hit the beat like Bishop with the gun to Rodamez. Bunch of bobbing heads over drummer, make her follow me like this was Simon Says, overcome, we shall. True as words that Martin said, but when the temper get a hold of me, I'm more like Malcolm X, Detroit Red, black bloodshed, power to the people. Mama pushed me in the world the same night they framed on me, a late night they profiled me, cuz the whip black on black, thought we came a long way from the whips on back. Couple clever punchlines, I let them dance on tracks. I'm just a Catholic schoolboy with them dope man raps. Got some niggas doing time for them dope man packs, but the lid on the pine mean they won't come back.
Okay.
Hey.
All right now.
Dope.
Hey, okay.
Hey, December 9th, 1981. Same night they framed Mumia.
Okay, Illa J, come on, man, give us a little something.
Word. I'll give you like a verse from Sam Cooke.
We'll take it, bro.
Word.
Good.
Looking for the right situation, occupation, sick of wasting. So much time no more waiting, losing patience on the elevator, trying to raise up my vibration with the most I've in a conversation. Working on a plan to get this paper, now I'm faded. High off these vapors, get these fucking bills paid. Sam Cooke it to the meals made. I wasn't sleeping and I still ain't. Catch me creeping when it's real late.
Yo,
Yeah.
yo, I didn't know that was you. I didn't know that was you that did that.
Hey, look.
song.
Me neither.
I didn't want to say that. I didn't know it.
Yo,
Oh, word, man.
I was like, oh shit.
Listen, if y'all go listen to the song right now, when you hear that part, you be like, yo, this got to be something. I thought that was some old black man with hard.
So did I.
Yo, dope.
I had no idea. That's crazy.
Hey, Tony, play the trumpet. Tony, play the trumpet. Let's
man,
go.
Y'all want the trumpet, huh? Y'all want the trumpet? Y'all want the
Yes.
trumpet? I'm gonna hit y'all with some. I'm gonna hit y'all with a freestyle. You know, a little.
Give it to us.
Get it.
I got you stuck off the realness. We be the infamous. You heard of us, official Queensbridge murderers. Y'all heard that before?
Hey, yeah.
No.
Y'all ain't heard that, right? Yeah, that was off the top. Let me come with something off the top. Yeah, visualizing the realism of life and actuality. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bars.
Oh shit.
Bars. You know, a bomb atomically. Socrates.
Oh,
Bars, man. You know what I'm saying? Bar off the top.
Tahir rap. Tahir rap.
Tahir got bars.
Tahir got bars.
No,
Man,
I don't have bars.
Yes, you do.
First of all, you got guns tattooed on you. You got bars. Let's get it.
That doesn't mean that. That just means that means I make bad decisions. That's all that means, bro. I don't. Hold on for a second. Let me.
You can put a whole damn in-ear monitor in.
I can't remember. Bro, I'm a bottle. I'm almost a whole bottle in.
Bruh.
Let me
I met this girl when I was 10 years old. And what I love most, she had so much soul. She was old school and I was just a shorty. Y'all not ready for my freestyle. Off the top, man. Nothing is taken.
Nigga with a north side swag. Got a couple bad bitches in the old school jag. Get them hoes to pussy popping like it's back in 96. Monastery shit. Don't be scary. Hop up on this dick. See, my daddy was a player and I get the game from him. Keep it pimping. I'm stacking dollars, smoking with a limp. That's it.
Oh,
hey, look, I was doing all the dancing.
You can listen to the whole verse. You can listen to the whole verse on Spotify and Apple Music. Is called Live from the Loop, L-O-U. With Hulu. It's not my song. He just reached out to me randomly on the internet and asked me to get on it. So, but the EP is coming. I'm working with this dope ass producer from London, man. The beast, this dude, this young boy, to me like 21, 22, that sent me some crazy beats, bro. And I'm super excited about this project. So it's gonna be dope, man. It's gonna be super dope.
Somebody too, man. I gotta shout out somebody. Shout out Indiana Rome.
Come on, bro.
Listen, you gotta work with Rome, but if anybody watching this right now, follow Indiana Rome, originally for Indianapolis, grew up in St. Louis. I don't even know if you knew, but you know Rome created the Mob Out.
The Mob Out?
Nigga, he rapped Rome. He say Rome name on the second verse.
I didn't even beat that at all. Bro.
Shout out Indiana Rome, amazing lyricist, dope ass producer, artist I work with too. Check his shit out. He just dropped some new records. He just dropped a new record with Courtney Orlando out of St. Louis. So yeah.
Yo, he got a song. What is it? Bang My Line?
Oh yeah, that shit hard. Heart with a T. Heart.
Listen, go find Indiana Rome. St. Louis got some dope ass artists. Indiana Rome, Rocky Knuckles.
Rockwell Knuckles is one of my favorites.
Oh, come on, bro. Rocky is
Choose Your Own Adventure is on streaming platforms right now. If you never
I put him on a couple playlists. I put Rockwell on a couple playlists. Black Spade is on a couple playlists.
Me and Spade got a record coming out. Me and Spade got a record coming out soon.
Oh, bro, that's my dog, bro.
That's my
dog, man.
The whole force, man. Teresa Payne,
Vandalism.
Yeah, shout out Van. My brother had some Rob, all them. Yo, St. Louis got a lot of. Dog, I would be going back to Philly telling people about St. Louis artists, and everybody keep bringing up Nelly. I fuck with Nelly and all them. Shout out to Ali, Keywan, all them niggas. But I was like, yo, St. Louis got so much talent that nobody even heard. And I'd be playing. Yo, I used to play Rocky Records, Van, all of them in like meetings when I was trying to pitch my music. I'm like, yo, these niggas is crazy.
They don't even know Van's first album, Megatron Majors.
Crazy.
That shit was produced by a couple tracks were produced by Justice League, bro. Yeah. He was supposed to be that. That nigga cold, bro. Y'all sleeping if y'all don't know about vandalism, man. Shout out
Van is the reason why I started coming to St. Louis. Me and Van got cool on Twitter, and he was like, "Yo, you should come to the Lou. I'm gonna set up a show." And I came and I crashed with him and Rob, and just got cool with everybody, yo. But I knew you before that though. I actually knew you.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to A Verb as well. R.I.P. to Huey. Shout out to Oops, man. Yeah, it's my dog, man. But listen, we 7 minutes out, man. So at this point right now, if you guys are willing to, I want to make space for you guys to thank anybody that blessed your Cash App, but also tell people where they can find you. Also, what you got coming on, what they should look out for. We're gonna take time right now for all of this. So let's kick it off with Tony Baker, because everybody.
You always come. I don't be ready to hear.
Oh my God. Okay, this gonna be the order right here. I'll go first, and then Sean, and then Illa, and then Jonnae, and then Tony, because Tony's gonna take the longest, and he's still gonna forget what he got going on. So first off, shout out to everybody that signed up for my Patreon, man. I appreciate you guys so much. I dropped new shirts for the More Mob as well. The Patreon is patreon.com/More Mob. We got new shirts, we got new hoodies, we got masks, we got everything. I also have fitted caps, dad caps, 5 panels, all type of hats coming for you guys. If you sign up for the More Mob, you get 20% off all your purchases. I also have a general public coupon going off that's 10% off your entire purchase. You sign up for the More Mob, you get 20% off the new drop, and you also get 10% off all the time. I also just dropped a new show. It's called I Hate It Here. It's a vlog of my life with my family. I dropped the snippet on Instagram, but the whole, well, not the whole, but because that mini web series is on our Patreon, so you can go check that out. Wednesday got a new episode of Wording is Hard. This week we got Nick Clareton from New York. Shut up, Tony. 3 more days Zooming with the homies, and then on Friday we have another episode of Best Silent Listening Party. It's gonna be a lot of fun, man. So it's always something going on. And then as far as the Cash App, let's go ahead and thank. Give me 1 second. Shout out to Janine, shout out to Nicholas, shout out to Earl Darby, shout out to Cashmere, shout out to Jennifer Rivas, Lloyd Williams, J Mo, and Robert A. McCall, as well as Isaac Gentry and Lakeisha. Thank y'all so much for that. I appreciate you. All right, Sean Falyon, what you got for him, brother?
Oh, well, I'm trying to figure out how to sell dope legally. No, I'm joking. If y'all follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Sean Falyon, I'm over there DJing. And like I said in the chat, I'll be lonely sometimes over there. So y'all pull up on me. And I'm on IG at Sean Falyon. I got this thing called Open Bar I do. Shout out to Red Bull that sponsored me with a lot of my bartender mixologist homies. So go to my IG, you see all the episodes. If you're a bartender mixologist, DM me, because I'm starting it back up going into September. Red Bull sponsoring. I give people a couple dollars. Come on, show us how to create cocktails. Outside of that, I'm working on a project, and it's the first time I ever gave the information to anybody, but it's called A Black Man's Guide to a Pandemic. Shout out to my brother Sean Don. He's producing. My homie Yamin is co-producing some records, and I'll be working with Indiana Rome as well. And I'm gonna drop that soon. All my t-shirts I got out there, Spoonfed Tees, spoonfedtees.com. I got a bunch of tees. I got a mug with my face on it. I know I ain't that cute, but you know, if you turn your head to the left a little bit, look down, I'm all right. So yeah, that's it. And shout out to everybody that cash at me. I'm like Teddy Riley, even though that's my OG. I can't really, all right, I'm gonna say some names. Jennifer Rivas, you cash at me $20. I don't know what I got to do for that $20, but thank you. Nicholas Hall, I sent you a heart back. That's weird. I'm sorry. I ain't mean to do that. I just don't know how to work this app. Ernestine, you sound like you a good person, and you gave me some money. So, all right, Merry Christmas. And yeah, everybody else, man, thank y'all for even sending money to my phone and shit. Now I can pay the bill because I didn't.
Yo, just want to say salute to everybody that tuned in. Real quick, shout out to Michael, Nicholas Hard, Troy, Ernestine, Cashmere, Jennifer Rivas, and Tessa. And follow me on Instagram at IllaJN. Music and content, and I'll be on my twitch.tv/IllaJ. Music on all the streaming platforms. Salute, much love, y'all.
There it is. What you got for Jonnae?
All right. I thank you all for watching. And this is like really the first time during the quarantine where I actually really got money. Because people, they say, come to my show, people, they gonna send you money. And they don't. And I don't, I don't do it for that reason, but you got some good folks. So shout out to D, Xavier, Troy Thompson, Nicholas Hall, Whitney B, Ernestine L, Sean Giles, Guaranteed, Tahir Moore, thank you. SFBE, thank you. Casimir, Fenelon, Jennifer Rivas, thank you. Nova Jones, Lloyd Williams, Christina, aka Hippie Goes, Robert A. McCall III. Thank y'all. This is like really dope. I mean, I'm overwhelmed with all of this love tonight. This has been great. Keep up with me. Instagram is where I hang out the most at Jonnae the Queen. That's JONNAE the Queen. Follow my YouTube channel /JohnTom22. That's JONTHOM22. You can find me on streaming services, Spotify, iTunes. Got some music and comedy up there. And stay tuned for the new music. Shout out to my producers down in San Diego, C-Win Records, Winner Inner. Got a couple of dope beats from my guy Mocha Only, Hip Hop Royalty down in Canada. We got some good stuff coming at you.
Super dope. Before Tony goes, man, I want to give a big shout out to all my mods. We got Hippie Goals, aka Christina. We got Stephen Ocon. We got Jennifer Rivas, man. They are plugging you guys. And while you guys are going through it, they post all your stuff. They put your website, they put your Instagram handle. If you got merch, they post all of that shit. They do their research. They're really quick. They're really intuitive. And they've also donated tonight. They donated to Sean. They donated to Illa J. They donated to Jonnae, and I appreciate them so much. You guys got amazing Starbucks cards coming from your boy. I'm kidding, but you know, I try to take care of my mods as much as possible, man, because I really appreciate y'all. You guys come in 4 nights a week and look out, and then you also come in on Best Island Listening Party and anything else I'm going. So I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for all that you do.
Boom, man. Shout out for the Cash App love. Deanna, T. Hudson, D. Nicholas Hall, Kyla McCullum, Tiffany Sams, Casimir, Jennifer Riva, Lloyd Williams, Nova Jones, Earl Darby, Deshae Smith, Sherry Corley, Robert McCall. Man, I appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to Jennifer Rivas and Hippie Goals for all the support. You can get my bakery shirt. Limited edition bakery joints. These are only going to be on sale until Friday. Then they're done. Limited edition. So order yours today. You can click the link in my bio on my Instagram, and you can get in on these till Friday though. Once Friday comes, they're out of here. Also, subscribe to my YouTube page, Tony Baker Comedy. Get my ringtones. I got 4 ringtones out. Click the link in my bio to get those. Available for iPhone and the Android. And don't forget to check out Daddy Issues. You can find that wherever you get your podcast from. And it's on my YouTube page as well. Oh, my Twitch, Tony Baker Comedy. I think that's everything.
No, every Saturday a new episode. Every Saturday a new episode.
No, that's done. Working with. Yeah, we only did 5 episodes.
Oh, well, shut up.
About
Also,
to follow you on Twitch.
You can join my Patreon. It's you click the link in my bio, join up. I do watch parties on there all the time. It's gonna be another watch party this week, and definitely another watch party for Lovecraft Country episode 2 on next Sunday.
That show is crazy as shit.
It's dope. It's dope so far.
It's wild.
Yeah. So yeah, y'all, man, I appreciate y'all, man, for real. Appreciate you to hear for all this wonderful content you putting out.
Thank you, man.
Bro. You one of the best in the game right now, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I'm super excited about this Patreon, man. I'm super excited about this community that we're building. And we definitely go to some watch parties. There's a lot of new movies that I love, and y'all know I love Forensic Files.
Oh.
That's my go-to joint. So we definitely gonna watch some episodes of Forensic Files. But listen, man, I just want to thank Tony Baker. I want to thank everybody for pulling up tonight. Sean Falyon. Thank Jonnae Thompson. Thank Illa J, man. You never know who's watching this content. You never know who likes your stuff. That's why I always encourage people just to keep going, man. When Illa J reached out, I was like, yo, man, I love the shit. I want to get more into it. I definitely want to get you on Squadcast and any other things that we can get you on, Black Blasphemy, things like that. Whatever you're doing, man, keep going at that shit unapologetically. You only get one life. Do that shit to the fullest. There are no resets. There are no continues. Live your life to the fullest. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow on another episode of Zooming with the Homies. Peace.
Peace, y'all.